Wait, ila dara wato man jamra. Du has one from 10 minutes. Du has 10 minutes. Why, mama? Ne sakti anwa. Ay, jaman le jan sambu jang. Anyway, ngal be konto ni somandala. You know? Gars yi fenkol safanya de ala partager. Ga TikTok nkol ka wete ala partager. Anyway, nada la ngal be konto ni somandala. Mbal be konto na. Akira faman diuti. Bara man kenyi noti komi bulumuto ni ke jallam. Bari wobe anisa en Gambia kola because for election for si mal nyakota man jamfa, you know, si mal nyakota man jamfa yo mbesi duat don fo ala mbe nyim mafuta ndama kairo kono. Yes, morning ajadran nge kondo mbesi duat fo ala mbe nyim mafuta ndi 2026 ma bawo saya fanata be kuole kuna buka bay yo ntel bebe ta kan kum fele nobody know who is the next ban kamen do adron almu ala ya jam fandi bela kambe so simani jata kendela mbadu wala fanam fo 2026 fo ala simbe ma be akono kairo kono jata kende akono be ala dan ka wo fanana follow nadal dron ana sayen Gambia ka chalo ka karo be malamu bare nadia mu follow mba start la damen na badin Cristiano. Okay, ngama surwal ka fole bulle degulen masi hall si hell bulen deg masi hall ngama surwal ko. I didn't came here to attack any Christians because Gambia la political being I said special like when you are attacked to the political party, anything you say there, ibuke itela bankudi yaje kodeke. The only thing they see wala muko jomalam UDP kolom NPP kole nyimfo. And then one thing nteka wo clear the moment when it come in time of my religious, I don't have any political party. And nana na religious la Carola. Whether it favor my political party or not, I don't care. I don't care. Whether it favor UDP or it doesn't favor UDP, that is none of my business when it is come in terms of my religious. Because anything in this world, for me, religious is the first. That is my belief. Because I'm a Muslim. Even though I'm not a perfect Muslim, but anything Natra is concerning about the religious, I don't care what the people, if you like attack me to UDP, if you like attack me whatever you want, if you like take my word and punish UDP with it, it's none of my business. I said it because of I'm a Muslim. But in Christian many along kon nalbe in Gambia Bangkoka. Whether you agree that or not, we are the majority in that country. Muslimul la majority hanning ayatal ko jamaa muslimen afiko le siata Bangkoka. But we all can agree we Muslims, we are the majority in that country. But we never took advantage on any other beliefs in that country. We never, take advantage on Christian in that country. But this recent time, Cristiano, not once, not two, they are maltreating the Muslim children in a country whereby the Muslims are the majority. And we all know that this is happening only in the Gambia. I'm not here to create any violence. I'm just here to give advice to our fellow Muslim, Christian brothers and sisters. We are from the same country. We never have any religious conflict within the different sects. So therefore, we should thank God for that. Not because of Cristiano Leo maintained, because of the tolerance of the Muslim majority in that country. And that is the fact. So therefore, I don't know what is wrong with Africans. Africa, we have a big problem. All these nonsense religious issues is happening only in Africa, especially in the black communities. We don't see each other as a humans, and that is the most important thing. Alayning adamadi yale follow dada, walakin ako lakade karrabuna bani adama, nga adamadi ubu nyale, and this karrabuna amam afodrom muslimol dambang. He mean the entire humanity. So wakamune nyitandi, aka nyitandi leko. Humanity before anything. Ntel handing ayatar ko Christianol ni Muslimol ntel la believe to ko manyam futula as a Muslim woman na dino to imanyan na futula Christiano ye, and then na believe lemot. But that with all that, we still have this mutual respect within our society because munamu we are very tolerant. But these recent years, the Gambian Christians, some of them, especially like those many aloko be marling in school or many aloko they feel ko Christiano le ilo. St. Peter's is not a Christian school. St. Peter's is a, you know, we have to differentiate between the education center and the religious center. They didn't build a St. Peter's for the, although even the Cristiano le law. Even though Cristiano Leo school or law, but it is there to educate the citizen, not about only the religious. Nde diun beja ne kata school. Mo ko de muslime dinjol le beja men yalon ko nyim banko ka men yalon ko they don't even have a official religious. Kafo ko nyina munna official religious. German didn't have that. It had a France to England to how many students are going with the veils to the schools. But Nidiam, they kind of fellow Muslim brothers and sisters soul for defending these people, what they are doing to ban the, let's say, this is, Nimang is not even a religious tolerance and the freedom of the religious practices in any universal freedom of religious practice. They have no respect for that. Because you, Christian school on many along go Christiano lek be siata jedo. Neither St. Petersburg, St. Augustine, St. Nyadi, St. Tracy's, all these Muslim, neither than in school or their majority students are Muslims. That is the fact. The majority student in those, because the Gambia you have, if the Muslim majority in that society, they are not even up to 5%. That is the fact, whether we believe it or not. So all those schools in that country, they cannot say that only Christian will better our school also. That's a discriminator. For example, for example, Hamadiyal, they call themselves Muslims. Itele Nusrat law. Itele Nasirinyon law. They are not saying that only Muslims or Hamadiyas are going to that school. You don't build school to to discriminate. You build school to educate the society. But most of our Christian in Africa is very sad, to be honest. It's really, really sad. It's very sad. For example, Talendeng Arabic School. Talendeng Arabic School is only meant for the Islamic purpose. Nothing else. Nothing else. So you don't expect the Christian to go to the Islamic school. Right? But I'm so Ning Ayatariko, St. Petersburg, St. Tracy's, and the other Christian school were built to only teach the religious, Christian religious. I don't think so Muslims will send their children there. But they open the education system, they are adhere to the criteria of the Gambian education system. Why are they discriminating their fellow citizens because of you cannot disrespect people because of the kind of dress they did. Maybe most of these Christian, many aloko, they are doing this, they don't even understand they are religious. Because I see here a lot of the Christian schools, janto, many aloko, they cover their head. Christianity, real Christian, that I mean. There is no religious, may aloko, the woman should expose your body. There is no religious, may you nitande. A religious thing in dunia kono men ko moleko, the woman should expose their body. That is the mentality of some Christian. But when we go deeply, Issa alayhi salatu wasalam ikafenke, the people who were following him in years, wal mu molleti men yalon ko ke kun kovale. And now why the Christian, most of the Christians have the problem with the people, especially like the Muslims, who are covering their head. And these are the things, many alonko, banko diuni, banko alfalu, banko nyatonko, mansakunda nyanta diamula nyinal. Because the Christian, what they are doing, it is disheartening. Ila banko diun, ala belief mumenti, amantari tela belief distop. Amela believe disrespect. All those Muslim students in the Christian schools there, they are not disrespecting the Christian religious. They have no problem with the Christian religious. They only went to that school to educate themselves. Not that they went to that school to educate themselves about the Christianity. But muneketa londo meya lonko tata that have nothing to do with the Christianity, because learning about science, learning about, the skills or whatever, mathematics, all those have nothing to do with the Christianity. So if the Christian school on many alonko, yaje kontelle in school lo na rules sol abenyille kono mo manya ne kumuralaje, then they don't understand their religious itself. But Gambia kena bangol de me alonko tolu, the son, politics destroyed that country. Everything we see it as politics. Everything. Hana na society betinyaka. Kuole beke kana banko ka but politician ul kajel ko nindiam tanyin la nin community te bureau file nko. Say the truth. Even though hana moliete balle, yomunyen dunia la interested. Dunia man saya nyini kana kinna ko. Wala dunia man saya dia kana kinna ko ibe kul kelame yalo kabela alkiamu tinyala. Muslims have no problem. Gambian Muslims are the most tolerant Muslim in this entire world. Yaje Christian ol benin Christian yaton ko dol benin ke kanyin school oldo ning ayatar ko Muslim wol be react kan this wela e be Muslim din nafiko le fond like they want to bring the scale down in the name of the minority rights should be protected. But when the majority respect the minority don't want to respect the majority, then it will never bring the peace, because we all know that Gambia like Muslim wol, we are very tolerated. For example, in Christmas will be carry. Be in it at Gambia kono be Friday, Jimo, Molika Karane. But Muna can evoke Sibitoni Dimasokara. Because that was the colonialist ideology. Colonialist sold that time una at a time woman. But the majority Muslim country, we are still adhere to that colonialist belief. So what I'm banning Christian Alinyanta alonna ko Muslim diuni many kataje la dress.